Hello, Namaste everyone. Har Har Mahadev. Today we are going to talk about Rahu Ketu. Now, without any doubt, this is going to be the most important video, right? So that's why I wanted to keep the Rahu Ketu video together and not separate because this is one entity divided into half. So, as to understand Ketu, you need to understand Rahu. So, as to understand Rahu, you need to understand Ketu. So, that's why let's talk about them together. Before we move ahead, if you guys are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you get regular updates. All right. If you would like to have your personal readings from me, you can check out the link in the description box www.anmollastrology.com. Under the readings and unique readings section, you can book a personal reading for yourself. There are some new readings that I have added under the general reading section that is associated with retrograde planets and dasha analysis. Also, if you would like to purchase the course online, you can check the courses section where very soon another in-depth advanced course will be joining as well. All right, so let's get started with the Rahu Ketu video. So we know that Rahu Ketu are the Asuras. They are said to be the most malefic, right? Rahu, everything is blamed on Rahu. Rahu is that black spot. All right. Indeed, Rahu Ketu creates the Grahan. They create the eclipse. They are the karmic self. It's like the serpent. Rahu is the face, the head, and the tail of the snake, of the Naga. The tail or the body is Ketu. So we know about the mythology of it. We know about how Rahu and Ketu are the Asuras. Let's understand how they affect us when they are placed in our birth chart, in any divisional chart as well. Understand Rahu Ketu, you will understand their positions in the divisional chart also. And if you have a question regarding the fact that in some divisional charts, Rahu Ketu are conjunct together, right? They are into one house. So, how do you calculate it? Keep Rahu in the house where Rahu and Ketu are present and assume Ketu to be in the opposite. Then analyze. This is for the an analysis purpose. All right. So let's first talk about Ketu and then we would go to Rahu because Ketu is your past life karma and Rahu, what you're creating in this life. So as to understand what you have to create in this life, you need to first understand what you have created in the past life. So Ketu is said to be the flag. It is the trigonal or triangular flag. Ketu is detachment. It is dissatisfaction. It is your past life karma. It's your karmic lesson. But what do we not know about Ketu the most? It can be the replica of the planet. It is said to be the replica of Mars, but trust me on this, it's also the replica of Jupiter. It's considered to be the replica of Mars because it has the tendency to fight like a soldier. It has the violent nature of Mars. It has the management skills of Mars. But Ketu is the replica of Jupiter because it has the guru kind or the wisdom oriented feature of Jupiter as well. If Jupiter is the wisdom that you understand for your life, like a life lesson, Ketu is the harsh side of that wisdom. Trust me, see Ketu with the perspective of not a malefic, and you are going to do wonders with the Ketu's position. Because if you feel that Ketu is present in a certain house in your birth chart, so that's the area you will be detached from, that's the area which will cause issues, then you are absolutely wrong. Because wherever Ketu will be placed, that's where your happiness lies. That's where your comfort lies. That's where your peace of mind lies. And since Ketu is the karmic planet, Ketu wants you to declutter that house to receive that unasked blessing of Ketu. Trust me, Ketu is highly misunderstood. And you need to understand your Rahu Ketu. You need to fulfill the purpose of your Rahu Ketu if you want to lead a happy life, if you want to lead a satisfactory life. You know why? Rahu Ketu are very closely connected to Shukra, Venus. Venus is the guru of Rahu Ketu. Always, always mind my words, and you can check it out on your charts right now. If your Rahu Ketu are bad, if you are not fulfilling the purpose of your Rahu Ketu, your Venus will be destroyed. Your Venus is getting affected. If you want to improvise your Rahu Ketu, especially Ketu, and you will eventually improvise your Venus. Go and check the charts. If your Rahu Ketu is damaged, you'll be experiencing problems in your marriage. If your Rahu Ketu is controlled and it's well placed, you are you're fulfilling the karma of Rahu Ketu, your marriage will be blessed. Your money would come in. You will be comfortable and you'll hardly care about the money anymore. It's only with the destroyed Rahu Ketu that a person cares about money. Because the person who has Rahu Ketu in the right, I won't say right positions, there's no right and wrong with Rahu Ketu or any other planet. But if those are in strength, you wouldn't care about it because that's not something you're deprived of. This video of Rahu Ketu will definitely not be the regular video that you see online. I'll make sure of it. I definitely would bring something new because Ketu is the karmic journey, the spiritual journey, which starts from attachment, makes you go in the process of vulnerability, and then ends you towards detachment that leads to the final goal, which is spirituality. That's the line of journey of Ketu. That's the theme of Ketu. That's the story of Ketu. So, wherever your Ketu is placed, most feared placement of Ketu is Ketu in the seventh house. And if you ask me, if you have Ketu in the seventh house, if you ask me, I'm going to get divorced as per the Pandit who has told me that marriage is not going to work out for you. It's absolutely a lie. Marriage is something that you need. Marriage is something where your destiny lies. Marriage is something that will give you that unasked blessing because all of it is coming towards you in the form of that partner. It is in the form of that individual. I always tell people with Rahu in the first house to be as respectful as they can towards their spouses. Ketu in the first house, be as respectful as you can for yourself. Do not forget yourself. So wherever Ketu is, that's where your happiness lies. That's where your comfort lies. But it's the comfort you have to achieve. It's the comfort that you have to mark your domain on by putting up a flag. So Ketu is absolutely something that you have achieved in the past life. But now you are born with the upper layer, a thin glass layer between you and your happiness, wherever Ketu is. You just need to break that glass. You just need to go through that destruction, go through that transformation where Ketu is to break that glass and enter into that fairy tale, enter into that happy land. That's the understanding of Ketu. Ketu is the harsh wisdom that you get, but that wisdom is for your own good. It's for your own clarity. Why Ketu is a black hole? Why Ketu is a clueless planet, planet of confusions. Because that's the part of the karma. Because the opposite to it lies on the other side. It's like the guard man. It's like the watchman or the guard at the door of a palace, of a comfortable, royal, regal palace, who is just protecting that royal legal palace. And anyone that comes towards it, it is going to protect. It is going to act as a warrior, even if it is you. So you have to prove your worth there. You have to prove your worth where Ketu is sitting. Once you prove that worth, that guard is going to come off. That security guard is going to let you in. But for that, you need to prove self. You need to prove your dedication towards that house. So, absolutely, wherever your Ketu is, that's not a land, that's not a domain to deal with very easily, very comfortably, because it involves destruction, it involves transformation, it involves ending of something and beginning of something else. It takes you away from your comfort zone. That's also what you can understand with the transit of Ketu. Because while Ketu transit over a house, you will know that area is transforming for you. Check for yourself. Wherever Leo is placed in your chart, when in your birth chart, you must have changed in regards of that house. That has been the core theme of your past year and even this year. And next, it is going to be wherever Cancer is. So, Ketu indeed is detachment because it detaches you from the unnecessary and attaches you with the necessary. And part of it, it's spirituality. Not the spirituality that we consider as being religious. There's a very, very big difference between being religious and being spiritual. Spirituality is when you understand things thoroughly from your heart. There's no explanation needed. There's no concept needed. No logic makes sense there, but you know what's the difference. So Ketu is the warrior. Ketu is the transformer. Ketu is the dissatisfaction, but it's the core attachment as well. When a child is born, if you want to check Rahu Ketu in the charts of your child, see where their Ketu is. That's where the trauma would lie. That's where they would have their open heart without any boundaries. But over the period of time, they will learn the lesson to restrict that area because Ketu doesn't have the head. It deals with the heart, it deals with the body, it deals with the physical self. So there's no mind games there, there's just straightforwardness. And how would a child understand that? All right. So that's the true understanding of Ketu. Pick up all the zodiac signs, where the nakshatra of Ketu is present. All the fire signs. Ashwini, Magha, Mula, the most grounded nakshatras you'll see. Ashwini, about making changes scientifically, healing, Ayurveda, whatnot, finding out the problems, quick solutions. Magha, understanding the lineage, ruling along with responsibility. Mula, understanding the wisdom by finding in deep rooted issues. So, Ketu is all about solving the problems of your life by just letting yourself be vulnerable to the core that you understand the true wisdom. True wisdom of your life lies where Ketu is, not where Jupiter is. Jupiter is the wisdom that you get through the books, that you get through the responsibilities, that you get through the burden under the pressure because it's the heavier planet. But Ketu is the wisdom that you get when you feel clueless, when you feel the whole mountain is breaking in front of you and you don't know what to do. What could possibly go wrong at the point when everything is falling apart? You become stronger within because now you don't have anything to lose. That's the kind of strength and courage Ketu gives you. That's the beauty of Ketu. It's the most, this is also a planet in the seventh house, like for example, conjunct with Venus, for example, will give you the most beautiful spouse, most beautiful looking spouse, most charming, most, like, I won't say optimistic. They can be very aggressive, of course. They can be very reactive. But the most, uh, like, spiritual vibrations that person would have if you have Ketu in the seventh house or you have Venus and Ketu conjunct. Ketu is where your unasked blessings come from. Mic drop. Genuinely, do not fall for all the stuff that is nowadays, going. People are just reading in the books, just they have the confidence to speak, so they're just speaking about it. Do not fall for unnecessary astrology influential videos. Do not fall for influencers. They'll tell you this, that, scare the S out of you. But trust me, that's not what astrology is. If astrology adds on fear into your mind, into your life, you have heard it wrong. You have genuinely, your source is not the good source because astrology's purpose was not this. Its purpose is not to create fear in you. Rather, its purpose is to make you find the solution, to make you follow the right path. Okay? So now let's talk about Rahu. And then we'll talk about the loop that Rahu Ketu have and put you in. So wherever Rahu is placed in your chart, that is the area which is certainly many times overlooked because it's just the head, it's just the mirage, it's just the illusion. But it might not have the solid foundation. So, Rahu is something that you are here to achieve in this life. Why does Rahu do well in the Trik houses or the Upacha houses or the Artha houses also? Because you have to put a show there. Because those houses already are, you know, are very famous or they have the tendency to put up a show. And that's what Rahu wants. Rahu doesn't want to go deep beneath into something to improvise it from the foundational level. It just wants things to look good on the outside. Like, for example, if you people are having acne or marks onto your skin, Rahu is the makeup that you put. But the medicine that you're going to use to to heal those acnes, heal those problems onto your skin or within your skin, the medicine is Ketu. But what you're doing temporarily to hide it, that is Rahu. The makeup is Rahu. So Rahu is the illusion. And do you think Rahu is something you will be obsessed with the day you will be born? No. It's the area you must have overlooked while obsessing over where Ketu was, where Ketu is in your birth chart. So Rahu gets triggered when you get dissatisfied with the area of Ketu. When you are like, enough is enough, the transformation has to happen now. When the transformation of the Ketu starts, Rahu comes into play. Rahu becomes that escape land for Ketu. That's why they are opposite to each other. So that's the reason Rahu creates obsession because you then find the solution for the detachment and dissatisfaction from Ketu to be fulfilled where Rahu is present. So eventually, wherever Rahu is, you always want to perfect that area. You always want to want more of that area. I'll give you a very basic example, a very understandable as well. Some people drink. Some people do have a tendency to drink either to have a good time or to escape from their problems. That's the 12th house. That's the sign of Pisces. So when you do that, when you want to escape your problems, you cannot escape your problems permanently with liquor, with alcohol. You just do that temporarily. So that's the kind of situation with Rahu Ketu. You get dissatisfied from the position of Ketu, you run towards Rahu. When over of it happens, over of the drinking happens, naturally your health gets affected and you have to lower it down. You understand the wisdom related to both of them, that how important it is to be sober and to acknowledge the problems rather than running from it. So that's Rahu. If the house where Rahu is placed, that is balanced, that is grounded, this Rahu will work beautifully for you. The moment this Rahu gets intoxicated, gets more obsessive, didn't understand the limits, you are going to start experiencing problems related to wherever Rahu is placed. Now, let me give an example to make you understand another concept opposite to Ketu, Rahu in the seventh house. So that's a fear that so many people have, that if my Rahu is in the seventh house, I'm going to get cheated on. I'll have a difficult marriage. With a person with Ketu in the first house, it's the hardest part for them to focus on themselves and to ignore the seventh house, to ignore the partnership. Because that's your karmic journey. That's the loop that you have constantly revolving around. You go to Rahu, then you go to Ketu, then you go to Rahu, then you go to Ketu. That's what is happening there. So when Rahu is in the seventh house, it doesn't have to be cheating that you will experience through partnership. Until unless this Rahu doesn't have dignity, the dispositor is not well placed, it doesn't have to be cheating. Rahu corely means manipulation, and Rahu is more scared than Ketu. Hands down, the whole situation. Where Rahu is going to give you fear. So if Rahu is in the seventh house, because you have Ketu in the first house, you are a reactive person. You are an aggressive person. You are blunt to the core. But you have found your foundation to be solid. But your partner is weak because of your seventh house Rahu. Your partner is not that solid. Your partner is not that Satya ki Murti. That's why your partner fears. And out of that fear is generated certain tiny, tiny lies and tiny, tiny manipulation, which, as per the transits and as per what you get through the surroundings and through time or through malefics, it gets more and more. So if Rahu is troubled in the seventh house, it's 100% manipulation, it's 100% cheating. So with a person who has seventh house Rahu, they might have a beautiful marriage life, but their partner will be little manipulative. But this Rahu is in dignity I'm talking about. But at some time in their life, they are going to go through cheating, whether it's with someone else, whether it's with their spouse. Maybe something happens before marriage, maybe something happens not in the marriage, but in the partnership, or maybe something happens after the marriage. It's a part of the marriage, it's the phase of the marriage. So, absolutely, where Rahu is present, manipulation, cheating does revolve there, but it's triggered by fear, not the kind of fear Ketu creates. The kind of fear that you create by overthinking, that you create by overdoing. So, Rahu nowadays is not the kind of Rahu it was interpreted back then. Nowadays, Rahu is needed because Rahu is the karka of perfection. Because when you'll be obsessed by something, when you're trying to overdo something or repetitively do something, you're going to ultimately perfect within it. You'll try to perfect it. So, Rahu is the social media. Rahu is something which is intangible. So, it's not seen to the eye, it cannot be held, but it's there. It's with the energies. That's why Rahu is the ether. It's the ether element, and it does well with the air element as well. So Rahu doesn't have the power to destroy or break completely to the core. But yes, Rahu does gives obstacles. It will not break something like Ketu does, not transform something like Ketu does. And Rahu teaches you cleverness. Rahu teaches you smartness. Whenever you'll see Rahu transits over your first house, you will grow the most when Rahu transits your first house. When Rahu transits your seventh house, you go through cheating, you go through manipulation, you go through something which you have not experienced previously. And that's how you understand the true reality of people, the true faces of people, and the art of dealing with people, dealing with deceptive people, manipulative people. So, Rahu Ketu is more of the journey, it's the loop that is constantly there. The dissatisfaction of Ketu leads to you being obsessed towards Rahu. But this is what you experience as a part of the process. And the part starts that you start by ignoring Rahu. You're born into this world by ignoring what Rahu is and being overly attached to where Ketu is. Then Ketu says, "Oh, I don't like touchy touchy. I don't like you to be deep into, my emotions or my feelings. So have some distance with me." That's what Ketu creates. Because Ketu wants you to have the underlining faith, trust, and foundational strength. Whereas Rahu says that even if you'll give me a chocolate, I'll do well. And that's a joke. So Rahu says that you just do the cleaning on what people are being able to see, and I'm good to go. It's like a drawer where you put all the unnecessary items just to clear the table. So, what do people see? People see the clear table, they don't see the cluttered drawer. That's the energy of Rahu. That's what Rahu is about. So, do not consider Rahu as the cheating source. But yes, if you won't understand that where Rahu is present, you have to be a little tricky there. If you won't understand, if you'll go all by ethics where Rahu is, you're not going to be able to survive. You will get cheated on then. So the karma or to strengthen your Rahu Ketu is that always try to balance the houses where your Rahu Ketu is present. For example, if Rahu Ketu is in the first house Rahu, seventh house Ketu, never disrespect the opinion of your partner. Always take their opinion. Just a second. Yeah. Always take their opinion, but at the same time, lose your own logic too. Use both of these suggestions, the suggestions that you get from your mind, the suggestion that you're getting from your partner. Always take your partner together in your decisions, in your important work, and see how wonders would happen. Rahu and Ketu in the fourth and 10th axis always bring in a balance between your work life and your emotional space, your home life. Do not mix them up, but balance them. If you are taking the opinions from someone who is outside, take the opinion of your family members too. Try to balance it. Do not follow just one house. You need to join, or you need to be the scale where you're balancing both the energies and moving ahead. If one shoulder is receiving more burden than the other, it is going to pain. Eventually, it is going to pain. So that's why balance it so that you can reach the final goal. Now, that's what Rahu Ketu is. I hope this makes sense. And I hope this reaches the whole youth the whole, if you know anyone, if you know people who are interested in astrology, do share this video because I definitely want everyone to know what Rahu Ketu are about actually. All right. So, guys, that was my analysis on Rahu and Ketu. I hope this is helpful. If it is, please drop a comment. I would love to hear. All right. So, we'll meet you with the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Have a good day.